Luke Halpin, mandolin, fiddle, and guitar.
Hey everybody, my name's Mark. Welcome to Mile High Church. Thank you so much for being with us this weekend, especially if you're new. Our vision, Oneness Revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission, to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. Before we get started today, we wanted to give you a look at a few things for you and your family coming up around Mile High Church. Civil rights leader and spiritual visionary Valerie Kaur will be here on October 3rd. Her story offers a powerful message and helps us explore how revolutionary love can transform our lives from the inside out. And next Sunday, September 14th, walk our indoor labyrinth in between services. It's followed by a special event for International Day of Peace, where we walk for internal peace and peace around the world.
Well, I took Beyond Limits because I was thinking that it would help me to grow personally, and it really did.
There's so many basic elements about that class that really surprised me that I needed to work on. There's so many takeaways in each class, and all of those together can make a big difference in your life.
You know, there's only one way to get started on your own personal journey, and that's to step into it and lean into it. And these classes offer that opportunity and deepen that which you already know about yourself. And I would say, don't be afraid and just step into who you really are.
The tools, the relationships, the opportunities to put those tools to use so that I can finally find who the hell I am.
I think that the classes are invaluable, and that's all that I have to say this morning.
So if you're interested in taking a class with us, consider starting with our introductory course, Beyond Limits, and check out all of our classes on our classes page on the website. And for more information on anything you've heard today, stop by the Event Center or connect with us online at milehighchurch.org.
Good morning, Mile High Church family. Stand if you are able. Sing and move. Say hi to Stephanie and Luke in the band. Yeah. Gonna love in a holy, holy way. So you'll sing Stephanie's part. Here we go. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Yeah, that love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Here we go. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. In a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Thank you, Laura Berman. We've got an all-star team here today. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Stephanie, Rob, Mark, first time here on the bass with us. Welcome. And Josh Byers. So grateful to have all of you here. and welcome to Mile High Church, where we like to think of ourselves as relevant spirituality for the 21st century. We are here to gather the best of spirituality, of philosophy, of science, and bring it all together to celebrate life as it is and to deepen and improve our own lives in the process. We're so glad you're here with us today. This is our youth director, Stacy Butters. So glad that you're here. Stacy, do you know what I'm holding in my hand?
That is a pen of some kind, Josh.
It is a Mile highlighter. We've got some great stuff going on our campus today, including our education department. We've got an owl on the campus, and you can learn about all of these spiritual living classes we have coming up. We promise you greater inner happiness, or we'll give you your unhappiness back. How's that?
Wow.
You could also see we have our new Valerie Core display here on campus. Sorry, online people, you're missing out today. And most importantly, the latte cart is open, which is so awesome. Online folks, we're sending you digital lattes as well. And I'm so grateful today, Stacy, that we're doing a special rites of passage ceremony to honor our kids as they step into the new school year.
That's true. So this rites of passage ritual, every one of our kids is going to come over here in a few minutes. We're actually going to get to support them as a community. And I'm giving you a thinking job before we get to that point. So over there in Youth Church, when we do our lessons, we frequently give the kids a thinking job, something to kind of get their juices flowing. So this is your thinking job for today. Back when you were the one going to school, what would it have felt like if you had a community like this that loved you, supported you, and believed in you, right? And that is the energy that we are going to send to these kids in just a few minutes.
I love that, and I think that thinking job is perfect for taking us into our time of song, of silence, and of a beautiful prayer from our own Dr. Michelle.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
That divine presence, that presence that is all that is, that presence that permeates all creation, that presence that is the world that we see, the world that we know. It is the world internally, externally. It is everything and every person. And it is right where each one of us is. Right here and right now, we lean into and fall into a conscious awareness of the presence. The presence that is life and love and wholeness and peace. that is everything and every activity, that is the world of form and the internal world that we experience. It is everywhere, in everything and everyone. It is the limitless energy of creation, right here and right now. And so we fall into a joyful, mindful, conscious awareness of this presence as our very life right here and right now, as we step into this holy, sacred experience of spiritual community. We recognize that something within us has guided us to be here this day. An invitation was issued, and that we listened and followed it and are here now to be of service to this infinite presence, not only to our own life, but to the life of every person who is joining us in this very room and online, who joins us in the future as they tune into this service. We recognize that we come here today to be a part of our own sacred journey, and that all that we might have need of is made available through this infinite presence. And so we take a deep breath and we fall into the awareness that our prayers are answered now. Our prayers are answered now. That whatever it is that we may feel would benefit our life, that there's someone maybe in this very room who's succeeding and thriving in that area, and we fall into an awareness of oneness that allows us to ride on the waves of joy and success and love and health and wholeness and all good together this day. And not only that, being here together and feeling the energy of this holy place, we send our love and our light out to the whole world, to every person everywhere, to every nation, to every tradition of faith, to every path that anyone walks. For we know here together the abundant, joyful, uniting nature that God is. And we wish and affirm that all beings everywhere have what we know is true about life, love, and God. And we are so grateful that this is the truth of us, the truth of our world, the truth of everyone. And we release this prayer now in gratitude and love into the law, letting it go and letting it be. It is done. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live my life that's real and pure and free as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
All right, friends, our moment has come. So our youth, we have our middle school and high school coming in from the side, and we have our elementary youth on both sides here. They have all chosen a power word to anchor them for the year. So they're going to say their name and speak that word into the room and into the universe and into the divine. And then when they have all shared their word, we're going to share a little blessing together for them. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and get started.
My name is Otto, and my power word is creativity.
My name is Jet, and my power word is kindness.
My name's Serafina, my power word is brave.
My name's Nico, and my power word is athletic.
My name is Xander, and my power word is playful.
My name's Eamon, and my power word is grateful.
My name is Nancy, and my power word is brave.
My name's Maceo, and my power word is confidence.
My name is Hazel, and my power word is brave.
My name is Jasper, and my power word is smart.
My name's Mateo, and my power word is happy.
My name is Hazel, and my power word is imagination.
My name is Indigo, and my power word is bold.
My name's Georgie, and my power word is happy.
My name's Eliana, and my power word excited.
My name's Abby, and my power word is cheerful.
My powerful word is brilliant.
My name is Tyler, and my power word is courage.
My power is being myself.
What's your name?
Enzo.
My name is Talise, and my power word is love.
My name is Gaines, and my power word is energetic.
My name is Orion, my power word is calm.
My name's Eli, and my power word is safe.
My name is Nathan, and my power word is brave.
My name is River, and my power word is creativity. My name is Ava, and my power word is love.
My name is Luca, and my power word is creativity.
My name is Sutton, and my power word is energetic.
My name is Jesse, and my power word is joyful. My name's Alina, and my power word is timeliness.
My name is Kylie, and my power word is compassion.
My name is Sorsha, and my power word is organized.
My name is Huntley, and my power word is perseverance.
My name is Brooks, and my power word is kindness.
My name is Devlin, and my power word is knowledge.
My name is Charlotte, and my power word is confidence.
My name is Kala, and my power word is productivity.
My name is Ruby, and my power word is focus.
My name is Bradley, and my power word is energetic.
My name is Mateo, and my power word is caring.
My name is Lucia, and my power word is empathetic.
My name is Michelle, and my power word is happiness.
My name is Rose, and my power word is shine through.
My name is Sadie, and my power word is peace.
My name is Max, and my power word is imagination.
My name is Maya, and my power word is confidence.
My name's Marcelly, and my power word is helpful.
My name's Simone, and my power word is motivated.
My name is Maya, and my power word is enthusiastic.
My name's Olivia, and my power word is confidence.
My name's Genevieve, and my power word is positivity.
All right, my friends, so if you would put those hands together and rub them for me. Clapping is good, but mostly I need you to gather that energy up. Rub those hands together And then we are going to lift those up, and you guys can just feel the wave of love that's headed your way. And if you would join me in lifting your hands up and saying this affirmation: you are healthy and brave. You are kind and curious. You are always loved and supported. And if you will please put those hands together and rub them one more time. This time we're going to not only include our incredible youth, but all of those teachers and administrators and bus drivers and all the people that make our education happen. And one more time, send that love this way. You are healthy and brave. You are kind and curious. You are always loved and supported. Okay, my friends, if you would join me in some good cheer as we send these guys on back.
To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plan, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven.
Such exquisite music prepared for us today. The birds would be proud. We love it. Thank you so much to this incredible Mile High band. There's a lot of important things we do here at Mile High Church, but none is more important than creating an environment for our children to awaken and cultivate their inner magnificence so that they can emphatically be and become it in the world. And how wonderful we create a community like we just did to see them and uphold them, because there are some aspects of the world that would tell them the truth of who they are as something different, and how important they get to anchor in that here. So I'm so grateful. Thank you for being a part of that ceremony and your role as a witness in that. And if you want to support our youth, there's nothing more important that you can do than volunteer. It doesn't have to be every week. Once a month, see Stacy after and help be a part of creating this environment that is such an essential part of the work we do as spiritual community, okay? Okay. Before my message today, I want to invite Dr. Patty to come up here and join me this morning. How many people got to watch or listen to her sermon last week? It was really powerful and lovely, and I would want everyone to know that part of my great privilege of working here at Mile High Church has been getting to partner and lead with Patty. What an honor in caring for the souls of Mile High Church. And Patty, you have some news to share with everyone today.
I do have some news. I have lifted to the highest good for myself in prayer, and I just want to announce to my family here, all of you who I love so much, have for many years, that the end of this year, I'm going to retire. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. And I just want to acknowledge my family over here, and especially my daughter, Christiana. Christiana was 4 years old when we first came to Mile High Church. So she's not retiring. We're here for Mile High forever because love wins.
Love does win. And you're an example of love winning. And yeah. There's a lot of people in this room, Patty, and there's a lot of people not here who are here acknowledging your incredible service. And I'm so grateful that Patty is going to remain an emeritus minister here at Mile High Church. And Patty has worked in some shape or form for Mile High Church for nearly 50 years. And the amount of service, the time given, the love, and the heart. Patty has seen the exterior, but the behind the scenes. And I don't think there's a more important practitioner that Mile High Church has ever had in helping Mile High through its transitions. We use that term Mile High magic sometimes. It's the prayers of people like Patty, and especially Patty, that have helped cultivate the success and the heart of the spiritual community. And Patty, I'm just wondering if you have any reflection in this moment on all of these years of service and what Mile High Church means to you.
Well, do you have a couple hours? My reflection of Mile High Church, it's Mile High Church is a gift to the universe, and the gift of our classes to learn who we truly are as spiritual beings, and to be able to behold that in prayer daily. And I give thanks to all our practitioners, for they are the glue in their prayers. That's what I would say. Mile High forever, forever.
Thank you, Patty. And my prayer for you, Patty, is that in these next 4 months and beyond, is that that you get a glimpse, just a glimpse, of how grateful and the impact that your prayerful service has had on countless hearts and souls, the practitioners, congregants, all of us. I just hope you get a glimpse of how incredibly grateful that you have given your life in service to Mile High Church and to the prayer that I know continues to guide you now. Thank you to her husband, Luke, and to her family for sharing her with us in this incredible way for so many years. And there'll be a little bit more later about some things that we have planned. Do I have to give a sermon now? You're expecting one of those, huh? Rainer Maria Rilke, at the beginning of the 20th century, wrote a letter to a young poet about the importance of living in the question. That in spiritual living, it is so important that we don't rush to the answer, but that we're willing to live in the question. Rilke shares, have patience with all that is unresolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves, like closed rooms, like books written in a foreign language. Don't try to find the answers now. They cannot be given anyway because you would not be able to live them, for everything is to be lived. Live the questions now. Perhaps you then may gradually, without noticing one day in the future, live into the answers. Joseph Campbell said, life is not a problem to be solved, it is a mystery to be lived. And it's one of my favorite things about the spiritual teaching called religious science. We're not here to give you superficial answers to life's most meaningful and authentic questions. We are here to provide the tools for our individual journey so that we can live into those answers. We do not have a doctrine, we have principles and virtues. And each of us gets to live the great questions in our own way with trust and faith that life has wisdom and magic in it to provide us the answers. Do you believe that? It's powerful, powerful. Two of the biggest questions that we ask, I want to address today. The first question is, what does it mean to fully live? What does it mean to fully live in this life? To know what it's like to love truly and be loved profoundly. What does it mean to take this pea-sized little bit of awareness and expand and evolve it to be a volleyball-sized level of awareness? What does it mean to live with a full heart even in the midst of a broken heart? What does it mean to be brave and become that which we were made to be? What does it mean to fully live? And the second question, what does it mean to fully die? For death is an essential aspect of life. What does it mean to become conscious of this human form to the degree that I'm ready to let it go? What does it mean to say goodbye to this life as we know it so that it may become what it could be? What does it mean to recognize that this thing called the other side is not something unfamiliar to me, but perhaps there's a part of me there already that we call our soul or our spirit that seeks to be known and to help us realize in this life a little glimpse of what eternal life may be? My answer to these questions to share with you today is the heck if I know. But can we be spiritually courageous to live in the questions together? To put aside limited, feeble understandings of what could be and open up to the glory of what may be. An essential spiritual teacher of mine, especially in my early years, 10 to 13 years old, was Matt Groening, who would go on to become a millionaire because he created The Simpsons. But he was the artist and author of my favorite comic strip called Life in Hell. And one of my favorite strips involves this question of what are your plans for the afterlife? You may have to release your inner 10-year-old to enjoy these, okay? Plan to attend seances and make Ouija boards spell out gibberish. Hope to catch up on back issues of the New Yorker. Will spend eternity in limbo learning how to limbo. Big party in hell, be there or be square. I was like, there's another comic strip where it's famous last words, and it's see you in hell. I always like that one too. Next, hope to elude my ex-husbands. Intend to return as a poltergeist who specializes in hiding TV remote controls. Plan to go on a strict diet. I mean it this time. Hope to jam with Hendrix. And last but not least, my tomb or yours. Late 80s humor. My dad died last year, and not only was that a difficult experience to walk through, but part of that process was walking my inner child through his greatest fear. Losing my dad was walking my inner child through his greatest fear. When I first heard the concept of death, I have a feeling I looked at my father, who represented to me something invincible and eternal, was godlike to me. And I had to accept that one day he will die. And I think from that moment forward, the fact of his death hung around him like an aura. I always knew it was there, and I was always so afraid of losing him. Psychologist Julia Samuel said, "We tend to think that grief begins with death, but really, grief begins the moment we sense something precious slipping away. Grief begins with love." Two sides of the same thing. Learning to live, learning to die. Loss and grief, and incredible gratitude and love and blessings. We are wise enough people to walk in both and realize they are not separate, but they go together. The gift of my dad's passing is a return to a most primal love. Daddy. I haven't called my dad Daddy in 40 years. He's Daddy now. And the gift is realizing, as much as the fact of his death was always present in his existence like a principle, so even in his passing is the presence of his life. The fact of his life is just as present. What gets in the way? My limited understanding. My own reservations about confronting death, thinking about it, considering it. My own resistance. When if I can just overcome that love of my Father, even though I have to learn to have a relationship with him in new ways, is as present, if not more so, than ever. I love my dad more than ever before. I am so sad, but so grateful. Learning to live, learning to die. The great spiritual teachers tend not to tell us what death is, but they tell us something about how to face it, how to confront it. I think of Socrates, the wisest of all men. Now, I've known women in my own lifetime to be wiser than Socrates, but he's the wisest of all men. And he's put on trial for corrupting the youth, for asking people too many questions, for being a pain in the butt, for questioning the existence of the gods. All of this would become to be called philosophy. And no one wants Socrates to die, but they threaten him with execution. He's so damn annoying. But Socrates, he'd agree with the great Albus Dumbledore, headmaster of the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, who said that to the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. Socrates thinks to himself, I've lived a great life. I'm ready to explore this thing called death. And so he almost forces the jury into sentencing him to death by drinking the hemlock. And he shares as he's leaving the trial, people talk about death like it is the greatest curse. But how do they know it's not the greatest blessing? In jail, surrounded by his disciples, his students, before he's carried off to death, he shares with them his last words. And so I go to die, and you go on to live. But which of us is on to better things? Nobody knows. I'm trying to give a spunky talk about death today. How am I doing? We try to bring some energy, some life to it. But for those of us, myself included, who fear death, there's a consequence in that. It begins to feel alien to us. My fear of death has to do with that little control freak part of myself that likes to be in charge of things, that is a little afraid of stepping into the unknown. If you have a fear or a disconnection from death, what is it for you? For some of us, it's not the death part, it's the dying we don't want anything to do with. For a lot of us, it's not the death, it's the leaving. It's the saying goodbye and being told goodbye as well. I was in a hospital room with a dear congregant who was near making her transition, and her daughter was there. And her daughter said, Mom, this person could not speak. Mom, are you afraid to die? No. She shook her head. Is it okay for me to go home now? No. Her fear was being alone. Learning to live is learning to die. Learning to die is learning to live. Not saying you have to be happy about it. But just as life is familiar to us, we should do our work to be just as familiar with this thing called transitioning, changing. And perhaps when we embrace it, we live a better life, a clearer life, a more profound life. John Muir, the great naturalist, said, "On no subject are our ideas more warped and pitiable than on death. Let children walk with nature. Let them see the beautiful blendings and communions of death and life, their joyous, inseparable unity, as taught in woods and meadows, plains and mountains and streams of our blessed star. And they will learn that death is stingless indeed and as beautiful as life, and that the grave has no victory, for it never fights." When I talk about Jesus from the stage, it's almost always from the position that the story about Jesus to me is not as profound as what he taught. And that what makes Jesus divine is his teaching. That's what made him a spiritually realized person. But that doesn't mean there's not great metaphysical and metaphorical meaning for the life cycle of Jesus that I think can replay itself in our own lives. There's the symbolism of the virgin birth, the symbolism of the baptism of Jesus, which Jesus would define as his spiritual rebirth, how we enter the kingdom of heaven. He's baptized and a dove descends and a voice shouts out, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." Then there's the temptation of Christ, or his self-imposed exile before he fulfills his short but profound ministry. And then we all know there's the end. There's the crucifixion, and there's the resurrection. And there's this other important piece that we don't talk about a lot called the transfiguration of Christ. Jesus and James and Peter and John, they walk up to the top of a mountain, and the disciples see Jesus literally transform before them. He's filled with glorious light. And Elijah and Moses appear. They're so visible to Peter that he's thinking about, where am I going to put these guys up for the night? And Jesus says to them, do not tell anyone of what you've seen here today. So obviously someone squealed. But there's another thing that happens. There's this booming voice that comes forth and says, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. The metaphysical meaning of this message is that it's for all of us. That when we have a spiritual birth where the human is absorbed by the Spirit, there is a divine voice that recognizes itself in us that says, this is my beloved child in whom I am well pleased. And in the transfiguration of Jesus, it's almost like the human is embraced in the spiritual. These two events are somehow connected. And some early Christians referred to Jesus as a twin spirit. There was the human in fully spiritually realized form, and there was the Spirit in fully realized human form. Almost as if there were these two things coming together. It's almost metaphorically for us like there's a part of us on the other side already. And that life is about taking this thing called our soul and our spirit and our human life and learning to entwine them together. In another dialogue of Plato, it's called the Symposium, and it's about the virtue of love. There's this myth, everyone knows it's not factual, but there's this myth about soulmates and true love. Some of you may have heard it. It's the idea that we were all born in pairs. 4 eyes, 2 heads, 4 arms, 4 legs, and we were getting along great. But the gods, you see, those Greek and Roman gods, they get jealous. They don't want us human beings to realize our true nature, that we are just like they are. And so Zeus, he's had enough, and so he takes his lightning bolt and he splits all of us in 2. So from now on, we have 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs. And the myth is that life is about finding your other half. It's about your soul mate. It's about that search for that lost half of yourself and coming together. This is a sappy and beautiful love myth. But I like to apply it to this idea of our human self and our spirit. That our whole life is indeed this process of learning to live, learning to die. This whole process of integrating our spiritual awareness, that is eternal life, by the way, not death at all, into this temporal human existence, one and the same. 2 not often shared spiritual beliefs here at Mile High Church. One is the one I opened with. We are not here to make up answers to make us feel better so that we can better endure the challenges of life. We're not here to make anything up. We are here to explore the questions of life together and to live open at the top, transparent. That understanding that I gained from my dad's passing, I ain't going to get that in a book. I'm only going to get it if I am conscious and willing to look deeper in this experience of life. The second, often unsaid teaching is that everything that you believe about the key ideas of life is affecting you each and every day. A lot of people are like, I don't like to pay attention to those big ideas. I just want to get by. But your beliefs, it's called the mental equivalent, about relationships, about money, about life, and yes, even about death, it's affecting and influencing how you experience your life and your relationships and your work every day. Every once in a while, I'll meet a brilliant person who has come to the following conclusion about death. Josh, this is how I see it. Either there's an afterlife and it's all wonderful and it's a big party, or the lights go out, I'm dead, and I won't care. good philosophy, but I challenge it. I challenge it. The goal of death is not to keep it at arm's length and not think about it. The goal of death is to realize that back of it is a greater life, a greater way of living. We want to learn to befriend death, maybe not dying today or tomorrow, but befriending death, realizing that on the other side of it, again, is that incredible love, that incredible spirit, and embracing it could help us realize our eternality, not in the future, but right here, today. One of the greatest modern teachers on how to die was Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, someone whose ideas are as alive and influential on society today as ever. And he had a very public dying experience with pancreatic cancer. And he shared, especially to the children, to the young people, he said, "It is possible to prepare ourselves consciously for our own passing over and to spend our last days with love in our hearts and with the kind of support that will help us make this transition. It is possible to meet the moment of death with openness, equipped with our expanded definition of what we human beings are, and to prepare ourselves for what, according to every mystical tradition, will follow after." My challenge is to do that now. You don't have to wait for the diagnosis or the experience to embrace that part of you on the other side already, to integrate it into your life today. Walter Isaacson was Steve Jobs' biographer, and he shares a backyard conversation that he had with Steve, and the topic of spirituality came up. And Isaacson asked Jobs if he believed in God. And Jobs said, "I'm 50-50 on whether or not God exists. But what I'd like to think is that there's something about the wisdom that we cultivate in this life experience that will go on and continues to express itself in new and profound ways. But maybe I'm naive and it's just an on and off button, on one day and off the next." And there's a long silence shared between them. And Jobs smiles and he says, "You know what? I think that's why I never put on and off switches on any of the Apple devices." Let's have a prayer together. I invite any of our practitioner prayer partners to stand with me. They're available for prayer after service. Learning to live is not something that happens when we're born, and learning to die isn't something that happens when we pass away. It is a daily encounter about facing the everyday transitions of our life, for life is change. And I know for each one of us that today there is a transition that is staring us right in the face, a passageway, a threshold crossing, something that we are being invited to step into. But perhaps there is some resistance in us. Perhaps there is something holding on to an understanding that we think is all there is, to a way of life that we don't think can be different. What are we called to do? We are called to courageously let go of that perspective and to surrender with faith to a greater will, to see things not as we think they are, but to have an experience of what they really are, a mystic's bridge into a deeper experience of our lives, whether it's a transition at work or in relationships or in saying goodbye or being said goodbye to. These transitions exist for all of us. I am so grateful for the children of Mile High Church, that we can behold them as they move through the passageways of their lives, knowing that the unchangeable is how loved they are, that they are always guided, and that they always have and are witnessing of them, their beautiful families and their spiritual community, an anchoring to know that they are magnificent expressions of the divine, and that change is not to be feared but embraced with great courage and tenacity. I am also so incredibly grateful for the ministry of Patty Luckenbach, who has trained more spiritual practitioners, more of us than even Ernest Holmes, who has, through the power of her prayer showing up in her life, given her life to that prayer, which I know has enhanced her own life, but blessed each of us immensely. I honor that prayer as it continues to do its work in new form and new ways as we celebrate her life, her womanhood, and her incredible ministry. May we embrace the change that we are and discover all we need to know in the process. And so it is. Amen.
To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Good morning, Michelle. Before we move into our offering today, there's something else we want to do to acknowledge Dr. Patty's ministry this month. And as I mentioned, Dr. Patty has served Mile High for nearly 50 years, and we wanted to do something really special. And so we want to raise some money. And we are so grateful through some anonymous donors, including the Mile High Foundation, which has given us $10,000, that we already have $25,000 in donations. And I think it would be wonderful if we could match that as a congregation. And these funds will go to continue to support Dr. Patty in her well-being and in her ministry, and to honor the legacy of prayer and care that she has left and continues to cultivate on this campus. I envision us building a monument to prayer in honor of Dr. Peggy and Dr. Patty and her legacy here. And so I want to invite you to participate in that. And I think we're going to meet at Michelle, because someone already handed me a check for $10,000 on the way in today. They're going to add to that. So we're so very grateful. You can go online. You can go to our guest services counters out in the lobby. You can write a check anytime this month and just put Dr. Patty on the memo. And we are so grateful to be able to create this fund. Thank you for considering it and for contributing to it.
Yes, thank you so much. The legacy of Dr. Patty is powerful and magnificent. And I know that she has touched many of our lives. And when we are asking for giving like this above and beyond what you normally give to Mile High Church, we certainly want to keep our Mile High Church fund strong. But I think it's really great to think of it as an above and beyond gift, because Dr. Patty has gone above and beyond for so many of us in our lifetime. And so we can go above and beyond for her. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But what a joy it is to acknowledge her. And this is a time where we can give to that Mile High Fund. You can give in all the ways that Josh just mentioned, online. You can text to give in whatever way it serves you. We're so grateful for all of the generosity that flows through this wonderful Mile High Church, keeping us strong and helping us continue to thrive. And so as we do give our gift this morning, we invite you to join us for our affirmation. Please say with me, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is.
I hear voices, don't think that I'm crazy. I can hear my heart trying to tell my head, take it easy. Too many choices, too many angles. All the loose ends just end up tied up in tangles. Woo! Who's got the floor? Who's got the bullhorn? Who's trying to whisper in my ear? Who's in the street? Who's in the backseat? Who's gonna steer? Listen
Everything's holy, everything's sacred. Even in the mundane, you'll find nothing's wasted. Every heartbeat beats for one greater. Every breath meant to profess your creator. Beyond the chatter, beyond the noise, there is a still smaller voice. Be spellbound, ear to the ground. What's that sound? Listen to your life, 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 life. And what's on the inside, side, side, side. All the other sound, turn it down. Listen to your life, 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 life. Let the spirit flow, oh, oh, oh. And let the spirit show, oh, oh, oh. All that it was meant to, only when you learn to listen to your life, 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 life. All the ruckus, all the fuss and all the noise. Find your space, all is grace, know your voice. All the ruckus, all the fuss and all the noise. Find your space, all is grace, know your voice. Listen to your life, 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 life. And what's on the inside, side, side, side. All the other sound, turn it down. Listen to your life, 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 life. Let the spirit flow, oh, oh, oh. And let the spirit show, oh, oh, oh. All that it was meant to, only when you learn to listen to your life, 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 life.
Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful morning of music. Thank you so much to all of you. We are blessed. We are blessed. Hey, I know it takes a lot of courage to walk into a brand new big community like this and show up and stay here and be here for the whole service. And if you've done that today, we are very grateful for you. Thank you to all of our first-time guests. We hope that you will stop by our Welcome Center right out in the lobby. We'd love to greet you. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And we hope you come back many times. Dr. Patty will be over in the community center if you want to greet her and hug on her and love on her. So please go over there. And we've got a lot of things we want to let you know. Oh, hi, Jackie. You're over here today. Tell us about some classes coming up.
Well, most of our classes start a week from today, actually Monday, and the class that I'm teaching is Roots, and it's the roots of science of mind, and I really encourage you to consider that for two reasons. One, you will really, if you aren't sure how we evolved, you'll learn that. But also, it's just all of our classes are such great opportunities to get together in community. This particular class is a hybrid class, which means we're inviting our online folks to also join us, as well as being in person. So I'd love to see you, and it will be a wonderful class.
And I'm really excited to share that I'll be teaching the sacred art of mindfulness. I have some flyers out there if you want to grab one. They're on Saturdays, so whether you're new to mindfulness or an expert, we're going to be practicing and enjoying it together, as well as having some history, and I'll throw in a little laughter as well. They're Saturdays 9 to 11. They're all standalone, so you don't have to come to all four. You can come to the second or third or whenever you can make it. Love to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Casey and Reverend Jackie. And Stacy, what a great job with the kids today. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And how can people get involved?
Yeah, so Josh mentioned volunteering with our youth. We have both a need, and I will tell you a couple quotes from some of our recent volunteers. Why did I wait so long? And I had no idea you were doing such cool stuff. So this could be your moment. In fact, I'm certain for some of you this is your moment, and I will be standing kind of behind the line out there so that you can come find me, and then we also have information in the brochure racks on each side.
Hey, I think I'm going to make a bold statement here. I think we have the best men on the planet here at Mile High Church. Do you agree, ladies? Yes, we do. And some of you men may not realize we have an amazing men's ministry, and they are doing a retreat this weekend here at Mile High Church, a wonderful men's retreat. Reverend Josh is going to be speaking, Dr. Barry, and the wonderful James Rouse is going to be here. It's a great way to get to know other men and become a part of this powerful men's coalition. So thank you so much to the men of Mile High Church, and please be with us this weekend for that retreat. And lastly, we are gathering socks. Our outreach program is gathering socks next week, so please bring your clean, non-holy socks to donate. We would love to have them. It's a great way for us to serve the community beyond Mile High Church. Please stand with me now for the benediction and the peace song. Please say after me, something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is all that I am forever and ever and ever.
Life is all that I am forever and ever and ever.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And so it is.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our power, family all of me. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Oh, let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. All the ruckus, all the fuss and all the noise. Find your space, all is grace, know your voice. All the ruckus, all the fuss and all the noise. Find your space, all is grace, know your voice.